Welcome back to Fireside Chat. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for your host, Shiz-Mo-Bee.
Hey everybody. Welcome to another episode of Fireside Chat. I'm Steve. Thanks for joining. You ever think while you're at work, you're thinking back to very memorable times, and I always find myself going back to the same places in my head. Pretty special times. Certain times stick out much more than others. We all have them. They're moments of joy, or could be moments of turmoil or peril, whatever the case might be for you. We all have that in common. These times in our lives that stick with us, and we reflect back on them while we're stuck at work, or maybe we're driving the kids to soccer, dreaming of a better time, a quieter time. But like I said, that time could be moments of sheer joy or beauty, or the flip side, terror, danger. What are those moments for you? For me, I often think back to mountain passes, going over a mountain range on a beautiful day, soaking in the views, the mountains, the valleys below, the blue sky. Or you could catch that same mountain pass on a tumultuous weather day, and it's definitely not as fun. I've been caught in the snow passing over a mountain pass at almost 10,000 feet up, trying to get back to my hotel. A white-knuckled ride indeed. There's another time that really sticks out in my mind. I come back to it a lot. I was exploring Bandelier National Park one afternoon. I had been in the Albuquerque area for a couple of days, and in the late afternoon I decided it was time to keep heading west. My destination for the night was Gallup, New Mexico. But once the sun set, there I was, driving through the dark on the interstate, and there are no lights out in the desert. No lights. And the slightest, skinniest crescent moon I've ever seen in my life rose into the night sky. But it didn't help shed any light on the situation. I felt like I was on a tightrope. tightrope in the middle of outer space. I found myself clenching that steering wheel, like, please let me stay on this tiny little thread of pavement, tiny thread of asphalt, connecting one point of civilization to another. But had I sneezed or not paid attention for a moment, I would have driven off the highway, never to be seen again, swallowed by the darkness around me. It was just a very surreal drive to Gallup that night. Very surreal. I felt like the opposite side of the highway was like a quarter mile away. You could see the headlights in the distance. But as far as my side of the road goes, I just felt like I wasn't even connected to the earth anymore. Completely swallowed by the darkness of the desert. So I think about that night a lot. Sometimes I think back to the first time I peered over the lip of the Grand Canyon. That was a special moment. When I left the East Coast, I wasn't exactly sure where I was heading, but to help me, I basically just typed in Grand Canyon on my phone GPS, and I followed it for 5 days until I got there. Whew. What a journey, what an adventure. But yeah, going over mountain passes can be both a beautiful experience and a harrowing experience. Also, getting caught in torrential downpours can get the heart rate elevated. And I was passing through terrible rainy weather on the highway in Wisconsin, heading west, and I just passed through torrential downpours, and my windshield wipers couldn't keep up. It was scary. What about you? What are some times that pop up in your head? Maybe when you're daydreaming at work, you think about a couple of your adventures. Let me know below in the comments. And as always, be sure to like, subscribe, share this with your friends. We should have more of these fireside chats. I wanted to share this with you. This is basically the only souvenir that I brought back from the West Coast. This is a West Coast pine cone. It's like the tank of pine cones. It weighs about a pound, super sharp. And yeah, I found this on the ground at Hetch Hetchy, which is a remote portion of Yosemite National Park. All we really have are our experiences and hopefully some killer memories. And I appreciate you taking the time
to hang out with me
by the fire. What could be better? Sharing stories, living life, reminiscing. Life is good. We'll see you at the next fireside chat, my friend.